Hello friends, let's continue with our series. In the lecture number 24, we will be learning about the with statement and file modes. Alright, let's begin. Before we start this video, I would like to let you know that we've already read some of the features and specifics about the file handling. Some of it will still be covered in this video, so make sure you read it and understand as a good revision, because that will definitely help you in understanding the with statement and also the upcoming lectures. So let's begin with the introduction. What's the introduction to context managers? A context manager manages resources like files, network connections, or locks. In file handling, context managers automate opening and closing files. The with statement is Python's built-in support for using context managers. Alright, so basically context managers are used to automate the process of opening and closing of the files. As you already understand, closing the file is an important task and you cannot miss this task, otherwise it leads to the wastage of memory and computational resources. This is why, in order to deal with this issue, there is an automated process. The automated process is context manager process, and the with statement of Python, this allows you, this is a Python's built-in function and function statement, and this basically allows you to use the context managers. Why use the with statement? It eliminates the need to explicitly close files using files.close, handles exceptions gracefully, ensures the file is closed even if an error occurs, cleaner, more readable, and Pythonic code, which means like a simple code which like is a specialty of the Python language. So basically you use the with statement to just close the file without having to use the file.close feature. It also handles any exceptions and errors that might come in order to close the file, and it will handle them even when errors occur. Alright, using this you get more cleaner and more readable code. The syntax and flow of the with statement, it uses the following structure: with, open, then we have the file name, then we have the mode. The mode here represents uh, the mode that you are going to be using for the file, or the operation that you are going to perform on the file, like read, write, and stuff like that. File name mode as file object. Alright, so that's the syntax or the structure. File object is automatically available within the block. Alright, after the block ends, the file is automatically closed. So this helps you close the file in an automated manner. You don't have to manually perform it. Then we have the common file modes, as you already are familiar with them. We have the read only mode. It raises an error if the file doesn't exist. We have write only. It overrides existing content or creates a new file. We have append only, which keeps existing content and adds new content at the end. We have create only. It raises an error if the file already exists. We have binary mode. It uses other modes to handle non-text files, right, like audio file, image file, these kinds of files. Then we have the text mode, the default, which is used for text files. Then we have the update mode. It combines reading and writing, you know, like reading, writing, appending, and these kinds of things. Alright, so you can use it for a combination. Mode combination and their use cases: RB, WB, AB for binary files like images or audio. Alright, these are not text files, these are binary files. Then we have the R plus for read and write without truncating the file. Then we have the W plus, read and write after truncating the file. We have the A plus for read and write, append new data to the end. Alright, so in order to add a new data at the end, you will use this. Behavior of each mode: W and W plus truncate files, use with caution. Alright, you have to be careful while using these commands. Then R plus and A plus, preserve data but differ in cursor position. Alright, so this will not delete your data or replace them or anything, so these are a little bit safer options, or like the behavior is little bit safer than those that will replace the file or will delete the file, etc. Then we have binary modes. B are essential for non-text data formats. Alright, like images, audio, and that kind of stuff. And we have the comparison: manual versus with statement. Manual is prone to forgetting file.close or causing leaks on exceptions. With the with statement, it is safe and concise, especially in large applications or scripts. Alright, best practices: always use with statement for file input output. Choose the correct mode for the operation to avoid accidental late data loss. You have to be very careful about the accidental data loss, guys, because once the data is gone, it's not coming back. So you have to be very careful which mode you are using on the data that you are interacting with. When working with large files or streams, prefer binary mode if applicable. Alright, so that basically goes without saying. If you are interacting with stuff like audio, images, or videos, etc., you are better off using the binary mode. And finally, the summary: the with statement simplifies and secures file operations. Knowing and using the correct file mode is crucial to avoid logic and data errors. Combining context managers and correct modes is best practice in Python input output. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you were able to understand these. If you have any doubts, you can let me know. I will see you in the next one, and thank you for watching.